You said before on Erling that maybe the number of goals he scored is not a surprise to him, maybe a surprise to other people, but not to him. Do you think he came here expecting to break records? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
I as much as I know him a little bit, he's so competitive, so positive in his mindset. So that's why it's a question for him, honestly. But I think he has this incredible positive confidence in himself. He's not arrogant. He's self-confident to say, "I'm going to score. I'm good." And yeah, I think that arrive in the season and score 50 goals already and 30. He already equalized the record from two legends, and Andy Cole and my admirer Alan Shearer. So that's a big point.
You managed, arguably the best player of all time with a remarkable hunger for goals in Messi, and you've obviously had other top players like Lewandowski. So, is Haaland's hunger up there? Hunger for goals up there with Messi?
I said many times, anyone can compare him with Messi. So will not help Erling.
I don't mean to compare as a player, though.
In terms of goals or mentality, yeah. But Messi has done these numbers every season during the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
But Erling, since the start in Salzburg, on BVB and now here, have the same level. So the goals rate is almost every game. No, score goals and 1 or 2 goals every game. You have the chances to do it. But Messi is the most complete player I've ever seen in vision, in passes, in dribblings, in competitiveness, and in many things that is difficult for other one. Hopefully Erling can be so close like Leo. Will be great for us, or for the for the future, for the team, and the team will have him. But always I said I don't help anyone to be compared with Argentine player.
Yeah, and I think Messi got, in your last season at Barcelona, got 73 or something crazy. The fact that Erling's posting these numbers while playing in what is now comfortably the most competitive domestic league in Europe, does that make it all the more remarkable, the numbers he's getting?
The same word is my opinion for Messi doesn't mean that Erling is not remarkable. It's absolutely it is. So we had the feeling every game is going to score a goal, and helps that in our mindset helps a lot. But it's not just about that, he gives us many things. He's involved in our pressing. He's involved in our defensive rates. He's involved in our long balls that before we didn't have. How help us, to keep the ball linked with him, and after run with the other players. He help us, who give us an extra issue that maybe in the past we didn't have it, for the quality of the players that we have, or maybe because I'm pretty sure when we are able to play long balls or link with Gabriel, for example, we can do it. Gabriel is exceptional as well to link the ball, but in that period, in my mindset, is more false nine or link, on the field. Now, for just his presence, we can use it, and we have to use it, because the tactics, I said many times, is not when the tactics that come from my past in Barcelona, my Munich, is which type of players we have, which skills they have, and you have to adapt. We have to adapt to the quality of they have, not because here I have an idea and I'm completely judged with the idea. No. The day I will not train Erling Haaland, so we have to adapt the movements of the other ones. It was many times in the beginning that they make a movement between central defenders and we didn't pass the ball. People were not used to use that type of balls in the past. We saw one day, I remember, 10 or 25 clips that in this situation, look Erling, the movements they have. Look Erling. And everyone said, oh, if you get the ball, it's in front of the goal. Why you don't have to give it to him? That's why in the beginning said it's going to be difficult. Take time. So it's question of the connections, that not just Kevin with him, with Gundo, Bernardo, or Rodri, or the fullbacks or whatever. So at the end, it was a moment like, we find him more. I remember one game against Dortmund in the beginning, maybe he touched one ball or 2 balls. So we have to find a solution of that. At the end, we have to, having this guy here, we have to give the ball. And sooner or later, step by step, we were able to contact more our game with him.
Hi, Pep. The other day you said that you don't like to give motivational speeches, and also that at this time of the year it's easier to convince the players that because the possibility of titles are on the horizon, etc. Does your past as a player help you understanding when to be close or when to be more distant from your players in the dressing room, pre-match, half-time, post-match?
I don't know, because in that terms, the good managers they are all around the world, that they were not football players, maybe they have the good feelings to say what they have to say to the players in that period. But it is true, because this situation, not from the past, we live in the past, the previous season with Liverpool. Maybe we were not in all competitions and like this season, but the feeling I said last week many times. So I think the first people that don't know what we are playing for are the players. So they talk about, oh wow, I know how happy they were after the game in Fulham Stadium. Right after finish the game, you see the faces, the how celebrating, how tough was and how important was. But in the same time, as I said, in 3 days later we have another one. We are sitting here, looking your marvelous faces, talking about the next game. So. And in 2 days we'll be sitting here again, talking about your amazing faces again. So it's non-stop. So that's why it's relaxed. Yesterday was relaxed. Today will be relaxed. And all energy tomorrow at 8. And that you have to be focused, because the team West Ham we're going to face, they deserve it. Not because always I make a compliment, but I respect a lot the opponents, because they are a good team. They were not maybe the perfect season. The season they did expect, but they are a good team.
Apart from the press conferences, what is your main role from now to the end of the season, you think?
The main role, I think, is tell them that if you are tired, you are wrong. You are not tired. People say a lot of games. I think they have, but when you are winning games and you are there, I felt that as a Liverpool football player in the past with Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and here, played at the end. When I see as a manager dreaming, oh, we are close to win the titles, they feel the same. They dream on them. So now it's question of sleep and sleep and sleep and eat a lot, not a lot, well, and drink water, not another type of drink, and water and water and water. This is the best period they have to do. Take a lot of naps after lunchtime. It's a better regeneration and all energy the moment of the game. And the rest, have incredible physios, to take care of them, so, and energy. And they can do it. They did it in the past, they can do it. We are not going to lose against because it's, oh, you are tired. You are tired when you are out of the competitions and after you are tired. After the seasons are so long, never end. You want to finish as soon as possible to start the next season. When you are here, you are not tired. That's for sure.
Just going back to Erling, how much do you think he enjoys the physical side of the game up against the central defender and being aggressive against them? Because Sunday, it seemed like him and Adarabioyo were shoulder to shoulder at each other all game.
Yeah, he's strong, but the opponents are strong as well. So it also grew up a lot since we're here. I'm delighted that a lovely person is making her in the Premier League. But of course, it's tough for him, but it's tough for the central defenders. So we will don't use much this kind of actions. That means we play better than when you play this kind of actions. It's because we didn't make a good build-up. But sometimes when the game is like it was in certain moments in Fulham, or a team make challenge like man-to-man, like happened against Arsenal, these kind of actions inevitably, so it happened.
It does seem that he does really enjoy it, though.
He enjoy it?
Yeah, it does seem that way.
Yeah, I like it. I think he like it. It's Norway. Come on, Vikings.
One of the defenders the other week said, I think it was Ben Mee said on Sky that he was pinching him during a game.
I don't know. Who? Ben Mee?
Ben Mee was saying on Sky.
From Brentford?
Yeah. He was saying that when Haaland came up against him earlier in the season, Haaland was pinching him.
Oh, yeah?
And yeah, just like...
Yeah, it's my strategy.
Yeah.
My new tactics. I don't know.
Hi Pep. We've seen a lot of your signings at this club have made a big improvement from season 1 to season 2. Jack's doing it now. We've seen Rodri do it. Why has Erling been able to come in and do what he's doing from day one? And do you still think there is that improvement for him in the second season? And if so, in what areas of his game going forward?
Always I said many times, with Erling will be tough the future, because we will compare what they have done, and if he doesn't score the goals like he's scoring, the people say, oh, he's in a bad situation, but his game can improve a lot. Yeah, we spoke about that. The movements that, I would say in the box, but in the game itself, he can improve. As much he has, I think he has that. Like, has the feeling, with that is enough, and I think he has a desire to get better as a football player. As much he has it, he can do it. I will be happier, because go to war knowing that I can do better, do something better is the way, and that's good.
Pep, you always point out Erling's always scored goals from when he was a kid. But I think there's only 5 players in the Premier League with more assists than him as well. Does that side of his game surprise you, or did you see that when you signed him? Do you think he would be that much of a team player as well as a goal scorer?
Yeah, I remember when we played against Dortmund here, the day we got the first time semi-final Champions League, he made an assist to Marco Reus to make a 1-1, I think so. In the end, Phil scored a 1-2, and make an assist is incredible. I think he has a good sense to the pass. The pass for the first goal, the goal from Kevin is exceptional against Arsenal, but his first control touch, and he passed the ball 4 meters in front of Kevin, not to him, so not free to help to do that. This means he has this ability. But I think first control or something he can improve. That's what we're talking about. That it's nice to have that feeling. And I said the same. I say the same. Had the feeling that he has, when you open talking about one idea or whatever, he's open-minded. He's I have to do it. I can do it better. And that is so positive for him, for his career, for his life, of course for Man City, but especially for him.
Pep, you just spoke a few minutes ago about the nutritional aspect of it, and the sleep and everything being taken into account. How much emphasis do you put on that side of the game at this time of the year?
No, but not just this time of the year, all the season. We have an incredible department with Tom and Hannah, so they are really, really good, and our cookers are exceptional as well. So, yeah, it's really, really important today. The three departments, like I would say 4, but the training, of course, important, but the sleep, drink, and eat is really, really important today. So otherwise, you cannot make a resignation with this crazy schedule. So at the same time, I'm saying that how we are prepared. So these guys disconnect seasons and seasons and seasons, 11 months, 3 weeks off. Again, now we are finished. We'll go there. We go to the national team, and have to go to Asia for the preseason, and go. So that's why most of the times you have to say, okay, talk to them just the moment of the game, because otherwise it's arrive a moment that is too much. And I think it was getting worse, because the World Cup, more teams and more competition. So it's not going to stop or reduce. It's going to get even worse.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.